Coming up on Look Today, well, we speak to Glens Falls Ward 3 Supervisor Claudia Braymer about the Warren County plastic bag ban. Plus, we're meeting up with Dona Frank again. Yep, we found her. She's on the grounds of the Saratoga Fair. And Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation is bringing retired racehorses to Saratoga Springs. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. On tonight's program, I sit down with Kathy Bozzoni. She's environmental consultant, town of Queensbury, and she's here to talk with us about the Southern Adirondacks for Solar campaign. I also sit down with Carol Miner. Now, she's artistic director for Summerland Music Society, and we're joined by Christopher Bush. He's executive director for Summerland. And they're here to talk with us about the Summerland Music Concert Series that's happening at Crandall Public Library in Glens Falls. As a matter of fact, one of the performances is tonight. Plus, we got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, we got updates on the proposition to ban plastic bags in Warren County. Now, we began telling you yesterday that the Board of Supervisors have approved a proposed law that would ban single-use plastic bags from Warren County businesses. Now, as you can guess, there's been mixed reactions to the ban. Now, some residents question the county's ability to enforce the law, especially during tourist season. Now, in its current form, a warning would be issued to businesses that violate the law on their first offense. Now, if violated again, they would be issued a $500 fine. Glens Falls Supervisor Claudia Braymer has taken the initiative for the plastic bag ban, having made alterations to the law after receiving feedbacks from her constituents. Well, we caught up with her today, and she spoke with us about the proposed law.
So between the last meeting and this meeting, I've been working with some of the other supervisors and our new county administrator to clean up the language in our proposal and actually make it mirror what the governor was proposing, so that if the governor's proposal ever gets passed at the state level, ours will already be similar to that and we won't have to change a whole lot.
Nice going. In other news, the Saratoga Fair continues to bring smiles. Yes, even in the rain. Now, the fair, by the way, was established in 1841 by the Saratoga County Agricultural Society, and it predates most fairs in the United States. Now, while you're enjoying the lights, the games, and the food, let's try to remember that the fair's roots are in the agricultural world. Now, we're going to check in with Dona Frank at the fair. Yes, we found her, to see what she's doing and what's going on today.
Hi everybody, it's Dona Frank for Look TV Online. I am back here at the Saratoga County Fair. We have so many things to tell you about. The fair is one of the most fun things to do this summer. You got music, you have rides. Tonight is the demo derby, the talent show starts. I mean, there's just more food, more laughter, and more fun than I can ever tell you about in 30 seconds. So come on out. We expect to see you. Support the fair and support us.
I want to see Dona riding the world's smallest horse. What do you think? I think we can get her to do that. Oh, I love Dona. Switching from news to weather. Well, today saw rain. Yes, you could say that. Woke up this morning. What a rainstorm. Come on, Clarence. You got to give us weather to look forward to. And while you're at it, let's have a peek at the weekend. More detailed look at our weather. Let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thanks, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Sponsor with your first look weather update on Look TV. Well, our earlier radar shows plenty of showery activity, although it's starting to pull away and the cloud cover is starting to disperse a bit. There's a second cold front going through parts of the Midwest at this time. Here's a closer view as some of that showery weather across portions of the Northeast. We'll go partly cloudy late, 63 or so the overnight low, and a southwest wind will go calm. The setup shows that cold front pushing through. Then by Friday night, we'll have a cold front, a secondary one, getting close to our area, so we're going to see a messy pattern for the next few days. In fact, on your Friday, we could experience a few showers during the early to mid-morning hours, and temps remain in the lower to mid-70s. Then the coverage goes a little bit more widespread and may see a quarter to a half inch of rain, highs in the lower 80s, and a south wind at about 5 or so miles per hour. We may have a few lingering showers and storms on Saturday with a high of 82. A dry day for weekend outdoor plans on Sunday. Then we could experience additional shower chances, maybe possible storms for early next week with highs in the lower 80s, lows in the mid 60s. That was your first look weather update on Look TV. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks very much, Clarence. Looks like this weather's making up for that wonderful streak of sunshine we had earlier in the month. Back to the news. Well, Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation is bringing retired racehorses to Saratoga Springs. This is important. Many times, after a racehorse can no longer perform on the track, they're subject to abuse. They might be neglect, sometimes even sent to slaughterhouses in other countries. You don't want to think about that. Well, this nonprofit ensures a safe and comfortable retirement for them. Now, currently the foundation has placed 5 retired racehorses at the Heading for Home farm right here in Saratoga. Well, the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation has cared for more than 5,000 horses in over 12 states since 1983. What an initiative. All right, up next, I sit down with Kathy Bizzoni. She's an environmental consultant for the town of Queensbury, and she's here to talk with us about the Southern Adirondacks for Solar campaign. I also sit down with Carol Miner, who's the Artistic Director for Summerland Music Society. We're joined by Christopher Bush, who's Executive Director for Summerland. And they're here to talk with us about the Summerland Music Concert Series that's happening at Crandall Public Library in Glens Falls. Performance tonight, by the way. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. I got some lookouts for tonight. Supervisor Braymer just shot me an email saying she forgot to say a couple of things in her interview, and I thought you might want to just know about them. That the real purpose of this proposed law is to encourage people to reuse bags, and that plastic bags for smaller items would probably still be allowed. And stores, by the way, might actually supply sturdier plastic bags with handles that would allow you to reuse them. I think important parts of the proposed legislation. Summerland Music Society. Tonight, if you catch an early broadcast, Crandall Public Library in Glens Falls. Very eclectic mix of music that they're doing there. Hey, you out there who have fair tickets here, better get here. We've got one more day. Friday, tomorrow, between 10 and 2 at our studio right here in Saratoga Springs. Most of you picked them up, by the way, and the conversations with you have been terrific. But for those of you who have not gotten here yet, don't miss out, okay? And last but not least, tonight is Sold. That's our call-in auction program. Great estate jewelry and coins. Very popular program. Don't forget, you can tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.